So Fortnite has revealed a new map for Chapter 6 Season 3, which is Galactic Battle. And we have 4 POIs very interestingly placed on the map. All the new POIs are located to the 4 corners of the Chapter 6 map. We have Resistance Base, First Order Base, Vader, Samurai Solitude, and Outpost Enclave. Let's have a closer look at some of these POIs. First off, we have the earlier, I guess, teaser we've had this a few days ago. I actually can't work out where this actually is. I thought it was near where Mariah Carey was before, so here, that's where it looks to be. I think we're here by looks of it, so we're near Brutal Boxcard, so we actually do have a new Star Wars adjacent location to the center of the map, so that's good. We also have this POI, which is the First Order base, which takes over, I guess, where the Puppeteer was, where we saw the Puppeteer last season, and of course the Night Rose. So we have this POI. I'm hoping there is a lot more to these POIs, definitely with the Resistant base, which I presume most of it will be underground. So hopefully we have a lot more to look at on the first day of the season, and hopefully the same with this POI. Now, looking closer, these pillars seem just like their supports. First of all, I did think you would be able to sort of go into this bit, but it's just support, I guess, for this building. Having a closer look, yeah, that does seem to be the case, but hopefully you can... Most of this mountain will have, you know, tunnels, secret rooms and stuff like that, and you'll be able to go in here, and then I believe this part here would be some form of a hangar where ships can fly out of. I think it tracks. Yeah, there's got to be more to these POIs, basically. I mean, still there is a lot of detail, but yeah, I feel like there has to be a little bit more than what we just see here. There could be a lot more to these bases, and definitely with the Resistance base, which we saw a few days ago. We saw this a few days ago, of course, where the Millennium Falcon is. There's definitely a lot more to this POI. There literally is a bunker where we will zip down. We will be introduced to a lot more of the map. So a lot of this map could be underground, essentially. So essentially, instead of having 4 new POIs or 4 small POIs, which some people may be saying here, there's actually a lot to these POIs underneath the surface. It looks like we still got the buying option in the reboot vans. I haven't really utilized that at all. I keep forgetting that's even still a thing. Oh, there's something there. There's like a big ship part now, I think. So there's a bit more to it. Wait, what's off there? We're going to have to go back to the map. Sorry. Yeah, so there's something there. Something also here. So yeah, there could be a lot to this first POI we see here. Okay, here's the Enclave. So we have an X-Wing. It looks like it's been after imposed on, which it looks a bit weird, but I don't know. But yeah, this is a very neat POI. There's a lot of rooms. I remember landing at the original Mandalorian POI in Chapter 2, and it was really always quite high intensity when you land there. You obviously had the Mandalorian who was cracked. He would either land at that POI or in the middle where his ship crashed near the 0 point. But yeah, you would be worried about being one-shotted by Mandalorian and be like trying to sneak behind the walls, and this is not tenfold. There's rooms, crevices, alleyways, little tunnels, buildings that's been taken over by sand and stuff like that. And yeah, this POI can be a lot of fun for that. And obviously we have this whole thing here, kind of like what we did with the Shark. I guess it will be a similar build. Obviously, I'm not saying this is not a Star Wars adjacent vehicle. I know it is. I'm just saying inside it looks very similar to the Shark POI we had in Chapter 5. So again, there is a lot to this POI as well. I look forward to landing it. But overall, it is a little strange that the 4 new POIs are in each corner of the world, basically, essentially. Like last season, like you can see here, we have Shiny Shafts, Outdoor Orators, Crime City, and Lone Wolf all put in the same part of the map. Which probably someone said, and even probably me said, why don't they put them all in the same location on the map and not one over here and one in the corner? And now we're saying, why are they all in the 4 corners of the map? So Fortnite probably can't win in that situation. But yeah, it's funny that for 2 seasons of this chapter, so 2 incarnations of the, not counting its original version, so this will be the second one, a new season base essentially. They decided to go put all the POIs in the same region, the same location, with a new biome essentially. And with this new season 3, they've decided, oh no, let's put them all in the corners. But yeah, with the Resistant base and the First Order base, with them going for base, I presume there's a lot more to these POIs on the ground or in the mountains. And Outpost is a very good POI as well. Obviously, we haven't seen Vader, and I think that POI will probably remain the same and maybe have a few sort of outposts related to the Empire, I presume, if that's where I'm going with it. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, that would be a POI for Vader. Mandalorian will be here. I guess we will have 2 more NPCs as well to be announced at some point. Of course, when I say outpost, I mean decoration. I think it will remain pretty much as it was. Another NPC, and when I say NPCs, I actually mean bosses. Obviously, the resistant base we did see in the teaser trailer, Evie going up against Darth Jar Jar. So one of them could be the boss now, probably over here. Anyway, and of course, we need to consider something here. We do have a season. Of course we do have a season. What am I saying? We do have an event at the end of the season, or close to the end of the season. I think actually the end of the season will be June 7th. But we do have on May 29th the Star Destroyer bombardment. So essentially, we could have, which I guess this is the takeover. But what we do see is this, which could give us a massive mid-season POI change. So that's could be one of the reasons why they left the center of the map untouched, or the fact that there is a massive Titan underneath. What way is it facing? I was facing this way, so it's facing the wrong way. Anyway, I forget what I was going to say. That's rubbish. Rubbish idea. Obviously, looking at it, if it is laying like that, where there's nothing in the middle would be where one of its hands. So it wants to rip something else out the ground like the Titan did in Chapter 5. You never know. You never know, do you? But guys, yeah, that is Fortnite revealing the new season map, and I hope people now understand why I made that other video a few days ago. And I have kind of done this video before, but it was are these teasers right? So the first couple teasers just looked like creative experience, and that's not me dissing the POIs. It's just how Fortnite worded it in a tweet, essentially, is why I thought it was a creative map and not anything to do with what the POI looked like. But I also said in it, hopefully these are not all what we see, and I think, to be fair to Fortnite, what we've been shown here, there's a lot of positives for sure. I know some people will be looking at this and looking at the map they provided and going, wow, there's not a lot to look at here, isn't it? But this is why I get so concerned when they start giving us in-game POI shots. We've seen that teaser, and then you get offered something like this, which is a great teaser. But when we've seen everything else, it is a bit of a calm down. You want the calm down now. You want the season to begin. So I can understand the reaction to this, which I haven't really seen much of it, saying, well, they're all in the corners. Zone by second week, we're hardly going to go to some of these POIs, and I guess there could be a strong mythic which we need to take into account, which will make one of the POIs stronger than all the others. With them being at the corners, actually, this is actually important. There needs to be some really good balancing of each of the POIs being powerful. I guess Vader's going to have a lightsaber, and so maybe that's why they've gone for the corners, because essentially they are going to be powerful, and they need to be as far away from each other as possible. So that could actually be a solid reason why they are in the corners and not in the center. Because then, if there's a strong mythic in the center, you're just going to stick in the center. So maybe that's why they've done it like that. See, maybe there is a reason behind it. But guys, I hope you did enjoy this one. Tell us what you think about this drop, and I will hopefully get back to you. If you want to watch some gameplay, watch this video on Reload. I'm trying to push this video out, so please give it a watch if you haven't already. It's me trying to rank up and Reload a couple seasons ago, so give that a watch, please. Thank you. Guys, it has been your boy, Mr. It's next time. Bye-bye.